repairs of furniture. When you allow some people to just sit in the office and believe that when you come here, we are not going to read between the lines. It's not true.
No,
we read between the lines. Sometimes we just look the other way.
You cannot come and be saying sorry. In accounting, there's nothing like sorry. Any document that you submit, you understand, to any committee, and you come to say sorry, it means you have deliberately come to tell lies and deceive them. So how many sorry are you going to say? Oga accountant, please excuse me, or bookkeeper, excuse me.
You cannot have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines without a full stop. What do you want to say? I don't know what you want to say here.
We're sorry about that.
Yeah.
Permit me to allow my...
When you open your page 8, internally generated revenue, I think what is required normally, you must give us the variables. That means the sources that accrues up to 2 million 127 2 billion. Is it 2 million? The whole 2 million. I thought it's a typographical error. All through there. Okay, I will still raise this question.
Yes. You mentioned the sources now, scrap vehicles and other things.
No. Distinguished Senator,
no, that is not the question I'm going to ask.
Distinguished Senator, page 38 answers that, sir.
No, I've not even raised the question. I've not even asked the question.
Okay.
I'm about to. So you can't have an answer. So when you are generating this scrap, scrap of what? Scrap of what? And that from the generation of the revenue to the forwarding the revenue to the federal government, those things have to match the receipts. There has to be a book whereby these scraps are sold with the revenue receipts. They pursue side by side. You have it? Okay. Is answered here? Yes. Okay, which page? Page 38. Just give me 38. A moment, I'm trying to open 38. Okay, 38. Yeah. The summary analysis of internet generated revenue. No, these are figures.
The receipts are there behind.
No, I'm not asking of the receipts. I'm asking of the byproduct of these figures.
These are basically things that comes to the tribunal as revenue, and they normally issue when they file. They normally pay into the TSA, and they come up. They now generate a receipt and present.
No, not the one that you mentioned something like scrap.
Yes, sir. Obsolete items.
Obsolete items.
Yes, sir.
Where are they written here?
The 38. No, that is the figure.
These are the figures.
The figure is at 38, but the process is we sort as required by regulation. Yeah. The approval of the federal ministry.
Let me just a little bit tell us that you have auctioned this one.
Yes, sir.
You must tell us, is it this small bottle or bigger bottle? And how is it obsolete? You understand?
Yes, sir.
What is it that you sold that is obsolete? So once you have the documentation, anybody reading the document will understand that these are the obsolete items that were sold. Further to that, because of the challenge, the financial challenge that the nation faces, you are also facing. We will also ask you to define what is that obsolete. Is it that it has been there for a time and it's not working, and that you go to new ones, and so on and so forth. If I like, I can tell you my car that I purchased 2 years ago is obsolete. And if you don't see the car, it remains obsolete. Unless, of course, I explain. And you ask me, when did you buy the car? What is the make of the car? What is the year of the production of the car? And so on and so forth. So, I believe I have made my points very well.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you. Your English. Yeah. Or 24.
Page 4, capital. Now, there, if you look at the last, it's actually, I don't understand the grammar, because from the third line, you say the tribunal, where we have the last full stop. So if you drive down, it takes me a long time to see another full stop. So you said the tribunal has received the sum of 116,108,519 naira 80 kobo as at 31st December 2024, representing 85.5%, while the tribunal has expended 116,444,234 naira 90 kobo of the total release, some representing 99.98 of the total capital release. What are you trying to say? Because this is completely incorrect English. So what do you mean? What do you want to say?
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, because you cannot have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines without a full stop. What do you want to say? I don't want to know what you want to say here.
We're sorry about that.
Yeah.
Permit me to allow my...
What we meant here is there are two basic information. The performance of the capital appropriation is represented here, and then the percentage of utilization of the capital release is also represented here. That is the last figure that seems to be 99.98%. That is not the budget performance, but the budget release utilization performance.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we have two issues here that looks like the same thing. The first release of 183,519 represent the amount that was released from the capital. Out of it, 116 million.
Can we take it? Let's go in a simplified English language.
Yes, sir.
What is the capital of the in the budget in 2024?
131 million.
How much was released to you, and what is the percentage of that release?
The percentage of that release is 88.5%.
So of the 88.5%, what is the utilization percentage?
The utilization percentage is 99.98%.
What is the deficit, and what is the stage of the project?
The deficit we have here is 15 million.
Not released. Not released?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So
yes, sir.
what is the stage of the project? Because when we are on oversight now, can we see that of a project of this magnitude, we see that 15 million deficit that makes it to be incomplete?
Yes,
or the project is completed already,
yes,
and the contractor is waiting for 15 million?
Yes, the budget as it is has been completed. But
yes,
what really led to 8% release is that right from the ongo of the implementation of the capital budget,
yes,
from the GIFMIS, we were told 15%, about 15% or so will be withheld. So from cash management, we saw it that this amount will not...
Is it a retention fee for the contractor?
No, it's withheld by the federal government.
Yeah, so therefore, what release are you expecting?
15 million.
So is the project completed now?
Yes, sir.
If you go on oversight, it's already delivered?
Yes, sir.
Chairman?
Yes.
It can't be a percentage to the amount of capital released by the federal government. And you are told from day one, according to what he said, that the 15 million will be withheld. So project will be 100% completed. We don't want to abandon project in this country. So let us be clear. That's when I read that paragraph, I realized that you are trying to hide something because it's not clear. Yes.
It has been done as appropriated, but in terms of release by the federal government, our 15 million is outstanding, and the tribunal has already done the necessary cash management required for its release and sent to the Accountant General's office awaiting release. When it's released, the contractors will be paid. But
now
in terms of the re-execution, in terms of re-execution of the project, they have all been...
Exactly, that what we want to know. What is the state of the performance of the capital project released to you by the federal government? Since money you are going cash backing. So we want to know physically project has been successfully completed and is delivered to us. So the 15 million you are waiting for is just complete insignificant to the amount of money that government has pumped into the project.
We say with all sense of responsibility, yes, sir, that we have executed them.
The project has been completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think we see that on the other side. Where we go? Okay.
Obsolete items, which we've taken note, and the issue of filing fees is already before the committee. The details of the items sold and what defines them or qualifies them as obsolete, we've been advised what to do just next time. We've taken note of that.
Okay, but
rehabilitation repairs of office building. You say Abuja Municipal. There was a budget of 52 million.
Abi? 62, sir.
62 million.
Yes, sir.
And then there was a release of 49 million.
Yes, sir.
Then down there, purchase of office furniture and fittings. There was an appropriation of 16 million. And then there was a release of further 16 million.
Yes, sir.
One below it, constructions and provisions of electricity. There was an appropriation of 20 million naira. There was a release of 20 million naira. So if you take 49, 20, 16, so you have about 100 million naira or there about being released. Now the question is, can you talk to us about these three items? Page 20, rehabilitation and repairs of office. But is it that the language, can I take this language and that is what you mean? Rehabilitation and repairs of furniture?
Distinguished senators, I take responsibility because I presented it, and I take responsibility for that. Now, the location actually is not even Abuja, it's in Lagos. And when we say rehabilitation, is the tribunal had been.
But you put Abuja.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
I apologize. I apologize. So there is an error on my side. The issue is this: it is rehabilitation. Why is rehabilitation? Because the tribunal had been operating on a rented premises at Ikeja. Now the ministry now gave us a dilapidated building at Broad Street, number 14 Broad Street, which we had to rehabilitate so that we can move in immediately. And indeed, at the time we had to carry out this project, the landlord has already given notice of his intention of not to renew the tenancy. So now the building that we had to move was a run-down building, number 14 Broad Street, the former Ministry of Finance and Transport in Lagos, Broad Street. So they gave us first floor, and of course it was an eyesore, and we had to do what we needed to do. A portion of it had to be fixed so that we can now move in, and we have already done so. We are operating from that place now. So that is why we call it rehabilitation, because the building is already there.
Yes, as you are saying it, you know it's not the only one that is rehabilitation.
Yes, sir.
You see another 8 million naira after the office furniture. It's also rehabilitation, and it's also Abuja office.
No, like I said, anything you see region is supposed to be Lagos. We didn't actually do but the project office is managed from Abuja, but the location of the project actually is in Lagos.
So you're not being able to do any construction.
No.
Then next item, you have construction.
Which one, sir?
The 20 million.
The 20.
You have construction.
Okay.
Construction.
No, you see, if you look at this side, there's a construction stroke provision.
And that's why
so we did not construct, but we provided.
Wait, my.
Yes, sir.
Okay, look at your next item.
Yes, sir.
It's construction.
No, it's slash.
Is there construction there?
There is, sir.
Then what are you saying?
Well, I apologize. I said we did not do any construction. We did not do.
But we're on the same page. You've made some mistakes.
Admitted.
That is difficult to follow. You apologize, fine. The leadership of the committee will tell you, usually when you have this in, you raise some trust issues. However, that's just my opinion. Okay. If it is construction, put construction. Okay. If it is rehabilitation, put rehabilitation. But when you allow some people to just sit in the office and believe that when you come here, we are not going to read between the lines.
Well,
it's not true.
No,
we read between the lines. Sometimes we just look the other way.
It's not intended to be so.
I hope so.
No, it's not at all.
I just hope so.
Yeah, it's not at all. We apologize. Nothing there. So because to enable us function, so we needed to provide power there. So the 20 million there was for the provision of a 30 kVA inverter, so that to enable us function, and it has been done. So that's why we say it's not construction, but we provided.
Mr. Chairman, distinguished colleagues, Chairman.
I don't think we have not been seeing it in other committees.
I think it's a financial term. You can see it's an instruction from the.
Is it available? Is it that you have it available or you don't have it?
You just say balance.
Distinguished Chairman, sir. Actually, this report in the chart of accounts provides such that you might want to carry out a specific project. There is no name specifically for it, but it has to be under the umbrella of a particular code that has been provided. That is why you see now in what our distinguished senator earlier said concerning electricity and construction. If they were separated, we would have had to dollar electricity. the word construction wouldn't have come in there. But the two are part of the codified chart of accounts approved by FAC that the entire federation is using. So there's nothing actually we can do. Like what you have asked now on our valuable balances that we have. This is why this report was printed, was to show that whatever that has been manually tabulated relied on this GIFMIS report that comes directly from Accountant General. So the available you have there shows per time. If this amount is said to be available, there are a lot of payments that are still not cleared within the system. There might be either legal commitments or financial commitments that are on the way. So the figures you have here available might not really be what is available from the 31st. From the 31st.
No. Let me cut you short. This is budgets that are going to other committees. So we have not seen this type of heading. We haven't seen it. So yours cannot be different.
Even with these many errors, why don't we just allow them to go back and correct and then bring it back? With so many errors. So many errors are here. Why we just apologize? Ningi have raised so many fundamental errors there. And we're going to carry documents. This is something that will be there for life. And then go back and correct it just.
Distinguished Chairman, sir. Mr. Chairman, sorry, who prepared this document?
Well, because I signed it, I prepared it.
No, who actually prepared before you signed? Who is the accountant?
This is my accountant, sir.
Where?
We prepared it in the accounts department, sir.
Who prepared? In account, look, somebody must be responsible. Let me tell you something. In accounting, you have a lot of errors. Errors, omission, commission, and whatever. And when you submit a statement, any other person is supposed to look at this statement and understand it fully. There are very fundamental errors in what you have prepared. For instance, you are talking about region. You put Abuja Municipal. And you said what you have done is not in Abuja, it's in Lagos. That statement alone invalidates this document. That we are not even supposed to discuss about it. Because you are giving us a different perspective of what you gave us. If the chairman allows this document to go like this, he has a mandate, he has a right to do it. But for any other person that has a little background, I'm not even talking about accountants now, I'm talking about bookkeepers. I'm talking about bookkeepers who are not accountants. There is no way this document will pass. Senator Ningi has mentioned it. So many people have seen the errors. And you cannot come and be saying sorry. In accounting, there is nothing like sorry. Any document that you submit, you understand, to any committee, and you come to say sorry, it means you are deliberately, or you have deliberately come to tell lies and deceive them. So how many sorry are you going to say? Oga accountant, please excuse me, or bookkeeper, excuse me. Because you have not owned up that you prepared. You said, we prepared in accounts department. There must be a head of account department. And Mr. Chairman, finally, you have to be very careful of the documents they bring to you and you sign. Because if your accountant has a mind that is not straightforward, and you don't have a background of accounting, and you just signed, you'll be responsible for what you don't know about. It is left for the chairman to know whether he wants to accept this error or not. Thank you.
Is used to, this tribunal is a court. It's used to sitting in judgment. I don't think he has experience in being grilled the way and manner that we have seen this morning. And as the chairman, this morning we have particularly been interrogated on our behalf by some of our veterans. One leader, Ningi, a veteran here, even though he's not yet an indigene like elder here, but it's almost one. And then Senator Jimoh Ibrahim, my brother, he's not just senator, he has PhD war. Cantab. Not from any other university, Cantab. And Senator Cyril, the veteran accountant, heading the public service, overseeing the public service in the country. So, Mr. Chairman, what I wanted to say on a light note is that the chairman and his team, who are used to sitting in judgment, face judgment, the judgment of the people through this committee. And I was of the view, if you permit, that with the grilling that they have seen, he has also publicly, on behalf of his team, owned up to the shortcomings and errors. Therefore, Mr. Chairman, at any point that it pleases you, I think they can return back, correct whatever has to be corrected, and liaise with the leadership of this committee so that the process can be deemed to have been concluded. I so move.
Has been seconded and of course upheld. I thought you
second it, yes.
Okay, I hereby second the motion as heavily moved by Senator Dixon.
You know, whenever there's a motion in legislative activities, you have to put the question. So is it the wish of this committee that we ask them to go and correct those errors and come back? Those in support say aye.
Aye. It's only to the leadership, not to us again. That's what he said. That's the motion.
Is that the motion?
Yes. Us and liaise with the leadership.
I think the motion is here.
What I have to say, what I have to say has got so much to do with your fundamental responsibility vis-a-vis the issues contained in this document. You are a body that is saddled with the responsibility of adjudicating on matters that have got to do with life and livelihood of people. So you should be much more thorough. The Azia I know, I can stand and vouch for you anywhere. But I'm really taken aback. And like Senator Dixon said, any document that comes to you should be thoroughly gone through for you to be sure of whatever before you append your signature and sit before a committee like this. This is all I've got to say. Because for your responsibility of adjudication, you should have done better than this. Thank you.
The single senators have shown in this our committee. It cannot be taken for granted. Secondly, yours is a court. It's a court of competent jurisdiction. So it is not expected that there should be any mistake whatsoever. Because if people appear in your court, in your tribunal, with all these type of mistakes in the capital market, he won't approve it. He wants them to go away. So that is why we're saying, go and put the records right. And we're giving you 24 hours to revert, because we have time frame for this budget. So within 24 hours, you will report back, then we will know exactly what to do so that we can pass this budget. And again, you know that 2024, your capital was 131, but through our intervention, it came to 600. And you are still talking about further intervention without crossing your eyes and dotting your eyes and dotting your teeth. So please, go and put the house in order and revert back to us 12 o'clock tomorrow. So there's nothing to talk.
It's just a word.
No, you can't talk because we have concluded. This is not your tribunal. It's the assembly. The meeting is about adjourned tomorrow.
Do you listen to that? Good. In accounting, there is nothing like sorry. Yes, there is nothing like sorry. This is one of the agency. This is one of the agency coming to defend his budget, right? Coming to submit document to defend his budget for them to approve it, right? He's the one that's saying sorry. In accounting, there's nothing like sorry. Are you telling me that was just a mistake? No, it wasn't just a mistake. Don't get me wrong. Nobody is above mistake. You and I know that nobody is above mistake, but there are some mistakes that you think this one is not just mistake, it's deliberate. If you ask me, that's just a deliberate. Do you understand? Just like Senator Ningi said that, do you think we are here to joke? We are playing here? That some mistake you think we don't read, we don't have time to go through this document. Sometimes we know, we just want to look away as if we did not know. That's what they have been doing. And the same thing, the same reasons makes the man to do that, the agency, because he thinks all of them has been doing in this. Oh, he too can do it with it. Inspector General of Police did the same thing. Egbetukun defending his own budget, police defense budget. He did the same thing, giving fake documents to them while he was reading a different one, different from the one he gave to them. He went through the budget. He presented the budget. He went through. What happens? Nothing. That one said to it. The same thing with this one. So if Inspector General of Police could do that, who is this agency that will not do the same? That's the purpose. Nigeria is just a joke. How can you telling me that you cannot defend the budget you came to present? Your documents, you are not the one who prepared those documents. Your staff prepared those documents. You asked them, you told them what to do. When they finish, what's your duty? What's your responsibility? Your responsibility is to go through those documents to see if they correct with what you asked them to do before you pen your signature down. But it wasn't like that, because they did what you asked them to do. Probably you did it. Right now you are here to say sorry. They should allow you to go. Sorry. And that one means different things. That's just it. Scam. You want scam Nigerians again? Ah, good. APC. Why? Waiting. No agency. No, none of them. None of them is even sense. Say, okay, this one will trust Nigeria, trust this agency, this ministry in your hands. Say, okay, this one will deliver. None of them. None of them. It's too bad. None of them. If EFCC could steal money, so who will this agency? EFCC that has to recover money. So it's annoying seeing things like this. To be honest with you, it's annoying. You, come on now. You're here. You're taking everybody for a fool. And if they allow him now to go through that document they accepted, he will go back home and be laughing and be smiling. Will go and be drinking. Go and be drinking and celebrating. Yes, we did it. We make it. I told you. He will not be discussing with his own fellow staff there, or your guys who they plan together. They will be discussing. Shebi, I told you. I said it that day. And he's going to go through that. Is it not Nigeria? Is it not APC government? He's going to go through. But now it's backfire you. It backfire you. But even if it backfire now, there's nothing more could be done again. Nothing. It's not going to change anything. Serious. He knows what he's doing. That's deliberate. He did that on purpose. Come on. Anyways, please, what do you think? Share this video. Please follow this page for more. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, please.